The recent move by the House of Representatives to scrap the Nysc program has passed a second reading in the House. It may, however, be related to the spate of insecurity in the country that has led to the death of many young promising coppers and the prevalent ethnic and religious conflict in the country. The projected increase in the price of petrol from 165 naira to 380 naira by the government may be another point of concern as the current inflation rate has plunged Nigerians into hardship. Flip TV went on the streets to get the views of Nigerians on this issue. You're welcome to Vox Pop on Flip TV. You heard that there is an inevitable increase coming on. I want to talk about the increase of petrol price. What will be the plight of Nigerians if what we are facing now, if there is an increase in the price of petrol?
The thing is that they are trying to, it's like from frying pan to fire. You understand? Because now people cannot even, most families cannot even eat 3 square meals. Talk less of paying transportation times 2. Because definitely once they increase it, the transporters will put money on their transport. And it will make the common man, they will not be able to fend well with their family. Because already most people, even their children, are not going to school. Because
Are not going to school?
yes, now, because no money now. Most families that their children were going to this nursery and primary school have withdrawn their children to public. Even the public, they will say you should buy this, buy that, buy this. So most families are not. You see many children during school hour, they are hawking groundnuts, they are selling different things to make the family see what they will eat at the end. And you are increasing fuel. How many people are benefiting from the fuel increase? We don't know.
So, if eventually it is increased, are you saying that Nigerians will find it very difficult to even live?
They come for, especially the common man now. Everything will increase now because those bringing food stuff too, they are going to pay transport for the importation now. Like from the north, from the south, those bringing gari, those bringing pepper from the north. Definitely everything will hike.
What's the price of foodstuffs like currently?
It's nothing to talk about too. Because most of the food is times 3 of what people are buying before. Even Abakaleke rice that people will use 1 hour, 2 hours to be selecting stone. It's, that people don't even used to buy before. It's now hot cake. It's even costlier than the imported rice. So what are we talking about?
Okay, secondly now, NYS, do you support the scrapping of NYS?
I don't. Yeah, because the thing that was, which was established in 1973, and people it's what makes, like some children that doesn't know some part of the country, through that NYSC they know it. When children from the south, they are sent to east, from the east they sent to south, then from the south they go to north, from the north they sent to east. It made people to know places. Like my younger and senior brothers, all of them served in the north, and it made them to know those places. What I'm trying to say is that if not for the insecurity, there's nothing wrong in it, because many children are refusing the places they are posted to because of they are slaughtering the student the NYC corpers. Imagine that 2011, even it's still happening. They don't want to, all those Boko Haram bandits, they don't want to use eye to see NYC.
Now that the government has been unable to stop the security, do you still think that NYC should still continue?
And they should continue. God will help. It's that the children have been managing. If they send them to where they don't like, let them don't go. Yes, now let them be facing their people there for the meantime until the insecurity will be over.
In respect to the fuel issue, we've seen that the economy is not even working as at this time. The indices of the economy have shown that life is very difficult and hard, and many people are hungry right now. And governments, I believe, if they really look into the processes and the workings of the economy, they ought not to even think of increasing fuel prices. That will spell their doom, to be very sincere, to the populace, because it is actually difficult for leaders to really come up to say they want to increase pump price. I think it is something unheard of. We've had it all rough since the inception of this government, but I believe that if the government is really very sensitive, government would not even have any thoughts, because I could remember last time the pump price was increased without the consent of the citizen. And if government is not concerned about the people whom is governing, I think it's a disaster. So I believe government should have a rethink over it, so that it will not make things so difficult and hard for the people. Because
when it comes to getting things like foodstuffs and everything?
of course now we've seen a continual inflation. You understand me? If we look at in the point of inflation, the inflation rate is very high. The prices of things are increasing daily. They are increasing daily. If you get to the markets today, before you get to the markets maybe next week, the price you bought things you buy things right now will not be the same price things are going to be bought next week. And we've experienced it now for the past few months. And I believe that, and we talk about insecurity. These are some of the things that ginger the insecurity, because when people are out of job and then their businesses crumbles and a lot of things happen to them, the next step they're going to take is for them to take arm and then see how they could continue with their life. And government should have a rethink over it, because if government dare take such a decision, I think it will not be to the interest of the masses. It will not be to the interest of the masses. So government should have a rethink. So in respect of scrapping the Nysc, I can see it's a very good development, because Nysc, of course, initially that it was formed purposefully for the unification of the country. But we've seen that that is not really achieving the goal. And most of the Nysc members, if you are away, some of them waste their time for nothing. And you could imagine, I could remember when I attended, I was one of them. We just wasted the whole year for nothing. We did not achieve any. I can't really account what was. And some people died in the process of Nysc. Some people got through some spell and some hard situations during their Nysc. So I have not really seen, to me, to my perception, and I believe if government should have taken an initiative, maybe by ensuring that every Nysc member should be given a task, maybe giving them money, taking them to agriculture to ensure that the economy is enhanced and they are empowered. I think that could be the best solution. But if it's to be scrapped, I believe it's necessary, because most especially some students from the outside the country sometimes would not have an opportunity for them to go through the Nysc, and that has been a very big problem to many of them. So I believe, by the grace of God, if government takes an initiative in scrapping Nysc and maybe try to restructure and really empower them, so that they will do much better. I think it's a good development.
Thank you very much.
So thank you so much.
Things are hard for Nigerians, but now there is a plan to increase the fuel price from 165 naira to 400 or 380 to 400 naira. What would be the plight of Nigerians if this happens?
If they succeeded, increase the price, that is to tell us that Nigeria will continue to suffer. The poverty, the hardship, the cost of things in the market will be 100% higher than what we see today, because the increase of fuel affects every other thing you think of in the country. So if they succeed to increase the fuel to 380 or 400, that means that the gari we buy today at 400 naira, we expect to buy 800 naira. That means that the turkey, the titles they sell a kilo 2,000 naira, we expect to buy 4,000. And come to think of it, when this man was campaigning, he told Nigeria that he will bring fuel to 84, I think it was 87 naira or 84 naira to 40 naira or thereabouts. Now, is it how Buhari can pay Nigeria back to put Nigerians into hardship, to put Nigerians? He succeeded to, APC government succeeded to torment Nigerians. They are borrowing money here and there. Every day they are borrowing money. What are they doing with the money they borrow? They increase they increase tariffs. As I'm talking to you now, people are paying NEPA bill as if they are paying house rent. NEPA bill in Nigeria today even expensive more than house rent. And they are still planning to increase fuel, to that causing more hardship to the poor citizen. So that is what they want to do. They want to cause more hardship. As I'm talking to you now, a lot of Nigerians that could not be able to afford to eat 1 square meal a day. There are a lot of Nigerians that could not be able to afford to eat 2 square meal a day. Everybody, we are struggling in this country. Can Nigerians survive it? Well, with God we survive it. It's God. It's only God that will survive us. Even presently now, it's only God that sustains us. We are not survived because of Buhari government and APC government. It's God that sustains everybody in this country today.
Okay. Secondly, do you support the scrapping of Nysc? The scrapping of Nysc, do you support that?
I don't support that.
Why?
I don't actually know the reason why they want to strip them up, but I don't support it.
If your daughter is to be posted to Borno State, Maiduguri, would you allow her go?
I will not allow her. Even when he started the process, I will pray that they will not even send her to that place. If that should be the reason, well, good and fine, because we lost most of our children in the name of serving the nation. We lost me. So if that should be the reason, fine and good. I don't oppose that, because that one, at least we now, children that are supposed to die, that the parents suffer to train them from nursery to university level, at the end of the day that they're supposed to enjoy their children, only hear that because of they want to serve nation and that child is dead. So if that should be the reason, I don't have anything to do about that.
There are many reasons, and the reasons are many. But one of the objectives, because of the killing of poor children. See, somebody give birth to a child in the beginning, before even reach 5 years, before you reach 1 year, before you start to grow, it's difficult. Now big, primary, secondary, now university. Now you now leave, you now went to government home to serve as National Youth Corps. At the end, you hear sad news that your daughter, your son is killed. What's the meaning of that language? That language is a bastard language. You can even friend there and kill yourself. So scribing it is a positive aspect because of the situation, because of the scene that is happening now. The Nigerian situation is not safe. NYSC students, they are not safe. A majority of them, they are posted to the northern side. And the northern side is a field of killing. So let them stop it for now. According to my opinion, and my opinion is right in the eyes of God. Because the blood must stop. How much are you going to give my son or my daughter that have been killed for more than 20 years, not telling me that somehow, somewhere, somehow, is killed by the so chaotic human being? in the north. It's not happening in our side here. We are from the west side. We are from Tupakamoru Shako side. West side till we die. Nothing like that. Why the north always? And the north ruling us every time, killing NYSC. So you can't send my child to Northern and use my eye. It's impossible. Not now. Before he existed, but now the ground is too dangerous. The ground is dangerous, the world knows, and everybody will see what is happening. Killing innocent people, talk of NYC, those are children that don't know anything. Go and serve. It's compulsory to go and serve every 6 months, but not send them to a desert land. To go and serve, either coming back alive or not coming back alive, is dangerous. Cancel it for now.
Okay, 108 naira for price. Coming.
400 naira.
For Nigeria?
Yes. Who is going to approve that? No. Oh God. See, Nigeria is too big for that. Nigeria is going to catch heavy fire. If you go and approve the president, let the president wake up, let him open his ear, knock something for his ear, make him hear what. Me, I'm APC, I vote for him, but he now fucked up the Fokoyo. He said, Fokoyo, let him come back to his senses. You can't give a 400 naira. What only 200 naira, we are suffering. The suffering is getting out of hand. If you want Nigeria to talk to anarchy, fine. But one day, 3 or 4 will survive. The one that survive will repair it, but there will go be a war, a full-blood war. This SARS is a small thing, 400 something. How much the food stuff in the market? They don't even care. They are collecting money, million. Where are the senator? What are you people doing there? All of you are all bastard fools. Senator, House of Rep, you are all there to accumulate your pocket. You are all for one now. We are going to kill you one day, including the president. If you don't amend your life, how are you going to say 400 naira for what? For a liter. That be a cup of rice will be 1,500. If they want to try Nigeria, I want to kill everybody. It's impossible. If they try it, end of the road for Nigeria. End of the road. If you try it again, end of the road. Don't do it.
Nigerians can survive it.
Nobody can survive it. All figures are not one. Majority of Nigeria depend on everyday square, everyday hustling. Where is the money to hustling for 400 naira per liter? It's impossible. We are not for one now. We are not government. Senator, House of Rep, they should gather themselves together and think twice. Otherwise, everywhere will be destroyed. You didn't know the name Morovia. We hear about Morovia. We see the film in Morovia. Suguelo. We see the film in Suguelo. Kigali. We see the film in Kigali.
Rwanda.
When Rwanda. Nigeria will go back to the fucking days and we'll kill everybody will kill ourselves. We'll kill ourselves and we must kill ourselves. Before there will be solution. Because this situation now is getting out of hand. We are not doing anything that's no government. No government in Nigeria anymore. So no president, no senate, no rep, everybody one day this 100 naira, this 500 naira. A common pure water that's selling for 20 naira. Oh, I'm sorry for Nigeria, but if you make a statement, you approve 400 naira per liter, forget about Nigeria, forget about your home, and forget about everything that's called Nigeria. Thank you.
So when you are talking about integration and the rest of it, there's no fence. There's no gate. There's no need to even deliberate about whether you have anything to do with because why you want to stop it because of security. You don't like to train your child so many years. At the end of the day, that's challenge. Don't forget that while you are training the child, it's already lost in the spiritual sense of it, in the school. Yes. Education is another thing now. That is why there is every side of the other. For now, that is what the Bible says there is time for everything. It was not like that before. When Adam and Eve lived in peace, they did not expect hardship. It's just like you are telling me that somebody will die this year and that you are prophesizing. I look at you as a very stupid person. Why? Because if they were not dead, you are not coming to me that people are going to die. It will not be strange. It is not happening. So what is going to happen. And when something is happening, and you're not telling me that you are publicizing for something to happen, I think that's nonsense. So, whether you see NYC yes, the insecurity of the country.
Inevitable, we are going to be expecting 8 naira per liter for 380 to 400 naira per liter in Nigeria for 5 days.
The foundation is for
It is very worse.
the foundation is especially
In every sector. Things are going to be just keep that in mind. It's not my promise. That is what the Bible says.
you see a foul play in everything, foul play, foul play.
I'm misled. I'm being misled. It means if I'm a forward line,
Not common people now.
you're a forward line.
God is opening our
You can do
eyes.
me forward line. I can do you too.
Good our investor, present investor
Situation
now.
whereby you see kidnappers and fighting at the church, and you want me to go and settle. What do you want me to settle? You understand what I mean? If the armed robbers are sharing this money, and you want me to go and settle them. Say that for us. People went together. As long as the word of God, God is not the one person our we have already seen it in advance.
They are all professors and sons.
But it was quite well. Sister,
But now people are putting
self-assigned duties. God has not given any assignment. So the point now is, if you believe something, and the other side,
Constitution amendment. That is our personal.
crisis coming.
1999 is Obasanjo. Constitution amendment. You can amend it. It was the amendment that bring Obasanjo. And they wanted to amend it in 2000.
By right, choice of right. Everybody has right. See, the Bible says you have the freedom to do what is the right thing. You have the freedom. Everybody has it. You have the freedom. So, like, so, the situation with us. We are talking about dollar. You see what is going on. The other thing, government has no money. But they are the ones visible. They are the ones selling it. And you are hearing something. If you want to ask American money, now they will give government and they will tell you that they don't know. But don't forget they are the ones making the price of the self-inflicted injury. That is what we are going through. We cannot hold you to that responsibility for our problem because if we tell you that they are not going to work on their proposals, we cannot force us to do it. So you have whereby our leaders we are civilians. That is the system for them. The best thing is to know the solution. That solution I will tell you is get on.